Hi Virgo, welcome back. So Virgo, this is going to be your overall reading for mid-February, and let's get started. Your overall energy is the 12th house of surrender. Okay, so the 12th house is Pisces. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces or have that in your chart, and actually I just got done doing their reading, so that's interesting. For the rest of you, it's just simply the energy surrounding you. So like I said, this is a surrender vibe. It's kind of an elusive energy. It's a very much about like subconscious, your dreams, karma, the unseen, the spiritual, healing that. Okay, and I've been getting that in your messages, Virgo. I've been getting a lot of high-level spiritual messages. So some of you are definitely going through a phase like that in your life right now, okay? And don't get me wrong, we're all spiritually growing no matter how young or how old we are, but for some of you this is like an accelerated phase, okay? So you may be feeling it more during this time frame than say typically you would. But yes, this is all about your spiritual and emotional development, okay? The supporting energy is the Two of Pentacles, which talks about juggling. So you might be trying to like get in touch with your emotional self, your spiritual self, while at the same time like trying to juggle like everyday life, bills, work, kids, you know, whatever you have going on, right? And it can be quite a balance as to like which priority is taking importance over what. You know, sometimes our emotional world and our practical world don't always mesh. And it can be a bit of a tug of war. So I kind of feel that energy for some of you, and or this could be someone you're dealing with during this time frame that's going through that. So we'll see. I'm going to go much further into the reading for you, Virgo. I'm going to go into past, present, and future energies just for you. I'm going to focus all of the first part of the reading on you. And then I'm going to go into the person or people you might be dealing with, their past, present, future energy towards the middle of the reading. So let's see, Virgo, what your recent past energy was for my Virgos. Ooh. Yeah, the Empress here. Justice. And the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which I'm glad to see it in the reverse. So Virgo, recent past, I feel like this is a very creative vibe, okay? This is bringing things into fruition that maybe have taken a lot of work, taken a lot of time, taken a lot of patience, you know, and patiently awaiting your justice, your balance, okay? I think there might have been a lot of stressors going on. Maybe for some of you, it could be physical health or mental health that you had been dealing with or someone around you was dealing with in the recent past. But I feel like that energy is balancing out, okay, coming into the present energy. Or, you know, it's kind of a balancing act between like being patient with yourself and then getting like frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't this happening faster? Or why, you know, like wanting to see progress so much faster than maybe time or energy would allow. And feeling that frustration to some degree or another. But I definitely think that, you know, it was really important to, I guess, go through that process as maybe as long or as painful as it was, because you really did need to feel all of those emotions, think all of those things, so that you could grow something new, so that you could figure out something new, I feel, within yourself, within your spirit, about who you are, honestly. So like I said, I've been getting a lot of deep messages with Virgo, so let's see what the present energy is about. Two of Pentacles, King of Cups, Eight of Wands, and then kind of like on the side, you had the Ten of Swords, Five of Swords. This is that frustration I was talking about. Now, some of you could be dealing with a Libra. And if you are, go check out the Libra reading, or maybe if you're on the cusp or you have that in your chart, because I felt that Libra had a high possibility of becoming overwhelmed, most definitely. And maybe even lashing out when they didn't mean it. And Virgo, I think that caution stands for you as well, is what I'm saying. Whether you're dealing with a Libra or not. There is a possibility here of getting in your own way or getting overwhelmed during this time frame. Like I said, there might be a lot of priorities or things you have to deal with on your plate. Maybe you've been putting it off, or maybe you've been juggling, but not actually moving forward. And emotionally, it may become very overwhelming to you with the King of Cups here. And or some of you may be dealing with someone like that, where you're finally in a balanced space. You know, yeah, you got a lot on your plate, but you're doing it. You're ready to move forward. For some of you, communicate, and you're faced with opposition. You're faced with opposition, and it's like, you know, I don't want opposition. I just came out of that. I just got myself back, my balance back, my emotional well-being back. And then here comes more BS, right? So you could be presented some challenges this week, or be around some challenging people this week that really bring up things that you have already worked on. That's how life works. You know, we come back to things several times in our life. And it's usually key issues that we need to heal in ourselves that we come back to. So for some of you, you've done a lot of emotional growth. You've done a lot of spiritual growth, but it may be tested again, you know. But, you know, here's the good news. Every time we come back around to a lesson, it lessens. Think about that. So the first time you go around with a lesson, it may hit you very hard. And then maybe a few years later, you come back around to the same issue or lesson. You have the prior knowledge to help you, so it hits you a little less hard. Now, the next time you go through it, weeks, months, years later, you have the 2 prior experiences and that much more knowledge, and so it hits you even less. You're easily able to see and foresee the final outcome because you have experience of going through it, and you wouldn't have that if you didn't have the prior experiences. So remember that the lesson lessens over time. And so I feel like that's going to be like a test for you maybe during this time frame, or someone you're dealing with. But I felt that message really strongly, Virgo, and I hope that made sense to you. So you have the Knight of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. I just heard do not pass go. The Monopoly guy. You know what I'm saying? The Monopoly guy. Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey, did one of the funniest Monopoly guy skits ever. It's in the movie Ace Ventura. And that's so random. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it did. Do not pass go. But I think that you'll have a blockage from passing go, so to speak. You know, there's something that's going to come up here that might be unexpected during this time frame. Old shit coming back to the surface, old hurt, old arguments that you're done with, you've been done with, you don't even care who's right anymore. You've let that go because emotionally you're past it. Even though it may come back around and stop you from going ahead, it's only temporary, Virgo, because here you go, past go. Here's action, here's movement forward, and again, patience. Being patient with the situation. This is also like looking at how far you've come, okay? How much work you've put in, how much time you've put into yourself, and not letting this negative energy here, negative thoughts for some of you, if it's not a person, get in your way. So, That's what I feel for you. I'm going to go into the person you might be dealing with during this time frame, Virgo, and see what their energy is. All right. So person or people Virgo is dealing with. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. So that 10 of Swords, where it showed up on your side as well. All right, so this person also has issues here in the past that they regret, losses, things that were done, things that were said, you know, that maybe they're coming back around to, or in the past energy, recent past, they kind of regurgitated that, felt that again, you know, really went there with it emotionally. So I feel like this person too, like, is processing things in their own time, same as you. I think that, you know, this person is also putting time and energy into themselves. You know, they're at the 6, you're at the 7, so you're a little bit further along than they are. Okay. Whoa. Sorry. Like, all of my cards shot out at once. There's no way I could read all of those. Hold on a second. I didn't mean to be extra, but it scared me. So, then you have 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 10 of Wands in their energy. I think this person is still kind of going back and forth between their healing and being kind of uncertain about whether or not they're going to be able to do it, or there's a lot of self-doubt on this person's side. They're searching for stability, you know what I'm saying? But also there's a lot of things that they need to walk away from, a lot of issues that have yet to be processed that are kind of holding them back or weighing them down. So I think that they, you know, it's not that they haven't grown as well, but I just feel like you are on a more accelerated path, okay, than this person. And or this person might have a lot more obligations than you, or a lot of things to take care of that you don't, and it kind of delays things or makes it heavy for this person. See, 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. All right. I can't show you the cards because they have nudity in them. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. I'll show you the top of them. So this person definitely wants to come together with you, I feel, or reconcile things with you, with the 3 of Cups here, be on the same page with you. But yet there's a lot of confusion here as about like how to go about that or how to build on that. They're going from the 6 to the 8, so I see this person making progress, okay? And I see you making progress. So I do think even though this person has a lot on their plate or they've been a little bit slower to process things, I do feel that they're going to meet you on your level, especially towards like the end of February, early March, you know, and they're a little emotionally distracted right now, okay? Because I think that they're putting themselves in a lot of different places, and I think it's got a lot to do with self-doubt, like I said before, you know, and or insecurities, or doubting the situation, or doubting themselves. Maybe they don't trust their own emotions, you know, for some of you. So it's, yeah, it makes them emotionally a bit aloof at times. And then here's the 9 of Pentacles. I think they're quite obsessive about wanting to rectify things, if nothing else. Ace of Swords, yeah. So this person is going to come to clarity, okay, or has come to clarity for some of you because time is malleable, about where they want to put their time and energy into, Virgo. You know, so if there was confusion, illusions, delusions, that type of energy surrounding the situation, yeah, there's justice here. The Five of Swords, which you had over here, same exact cards you have over here. There's a rebalancing here. This person is like, you may revisit some old issues within this dynamic. Like, you may rehash old issues with this person during this time frame, and or if you're separated, you might be rehashing old issues at the same exact time this person is. All right, both searching for happiness, both searching for, I feel, union, but it's going to depend, you know, and wanting to feel justified in the situation. But I definitely see the clarity coming on this person's side. Absolutely. Yeah. And I see, Virgo, over here, you're being encouraged to take the higher road here, to stay committed to your path. Again, very spiritual energy with the Hierophant. And movement forward here. Travel for some of you. A move for some of you. Or just simply, like I said, taking the reins of your own life and moving it forward. Very positive messages for you, Virgo. I really like this for you. Honestly, it's one of the most to the point readings I've done, other than Pisces, honestly. So some of you could be dealing with the Pisces, but I also felt Libra, Leo energy here. Cancer, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, Libra again, Taurus. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so it could be any zodiac sign. Either way, I do hope it resonated. Please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you click the little arrow below my video, it'll open my description box. Please do check out my Facebook, my Instagram, and my other YouTube. I do not do tarot on my other YouTube. I just do random chats. But if you want to talk, then that's the place to do it. So all linked below. Also, in addition to being able to subscribe for free, and please do, you can now become a member by clicking the blue join button and get additional goodies that you can't get anywhere else. And also check out my merchandise linked below. Wishing you guys the best. Love you so much. Till next time. Namaste. Bye.